Then go home, cause I'ma go hard or I'ma go home. I ain't been there in no so long. So goodbye. Tell them go home, cause I'ma go hard or I'ma go home. I ain't been there in no so long.
Let me ask you this, boxing is such a male-driven sport. How did you get into this?
I grew up around it, and I'm the type of person that once I get started in something, I'm very stubborn.
Mm-hmm.
And I never quit. Like, you would literally have to shoot me to quit. I don't stop. And when I was younger, my dad, he used to coach a whole team of fighters after he retired. And I just remember all the fighters huddling up, going in the car and going all these different gyms. And I used to be like, I want to go, Dad, I want to go. And then I'd go and I'd tag along. And sometimes I would have to run out or I'd get left, I'd get left behind. And being around it and it was all so fun to me. I had so much excitement out of it, adrenaline rush, that I grew to love it. So I was pretty much raised, born, bred into boxing. And I have an older brother, too, who's a year and a half older than me. And he golfs. That's what he loves to do. So it's nothing about being forced to do it, because I know a lot of people think that my dad being my coach pushes me to do it. It's more of just this inner drive, this inner love that I have for it.
Awesome.
I'm a thrill seeker, and boxing gives you one of the most thrilling feelings in the world.
Awesome. Definitely. You're studying in a medical field? And that's kind of ironic. So you go in boxing to hurt people, and now you're studying to heal people. Can you talk to us more about that?
You know what's funny is I work at the hospital, and I've only been doing information host services right now for about 4 years, and they call me the two-sided woman because during the day I'm helping handicapped patients, I'm helping sick patients in and out of the hospital, dealing with them. And then at night, I'm hurting people. And it's like they think, wow, you're the nicest person. There's no way you box. There's no way you box. But it's a business. Boxing is a sport, and it's a business, just like any other sport. It's nothing personal. It's nothing like that at all. I mean, it's just a business.
Definitely. It's definitely a business. So do you slip a business card to the girls you knock out to go to your clinic?
I'll give them a card, say, here you go, come if you need some sparring.
Right on.
Just joking. So I'll go ahead and shake my opponent's hand afterwards, and everything's all good after that.
Definitely. And talk to us more about how you are outside the boxing ring. What are stuff that you do, your hobbies and whatnot?
Well, like I told you, I was a thrill seeker, and I get in trouble a lot because I'm always wanting to play basketball, ride quads and dirt bikes, just do extreme things. Like, I still want to hang glide, I still want to do quick bungee jump. I want to do stuff like that. I like to go fishing a lot because I don't know if you're a fisherman at all.
Not dynamite fishing though, right? Because you like thrill, you said. I mean.
Well, I like going deep sea fishing.
Oh, okay.
And we've caught stingrays, barracudas, big sea bass. We've caught rockfish. We've even caught a starfish before.
Wow.
Like, I love the excitement when you've got something on your line. So going fishing on the weekends, it not only relaxes me because of the environment, but it gives me that thrill too. And I'd say outside of boxing, I'm just like any other person out there who just loves to have fun. I really do. That's
interesting. And who are the fighters that you grew up idolizing in boxing?
Muhammad Ali is definitely the number one person. When I first started boxing when I was 10, going into junior high, I was like, okay, I'm getting in boxing, yeah. Who's a famous boxer? Who's one that made history? And I used to go to the library, and Muhammad Ali would pop up. Everyone, Muhammad Ali, he's the greatest. So I did all of my reports on him growing up. I did all my school reports for English in 6th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, and I learned his whole life story, where he grew up, how he started, his whole personality. I read DVDs, and his personality, his character because he was himself.
Definitely.
He wasn't nobody else. He didn't act like anybody else. He was who he was. If he felt something wasn't right, he spoke his opinion about it. He wasn't scared to either. And he was so mentally strong. And being a fighter, being mentally strong is one of the most important tools you must have going in the ring. Because that carries you very far. The human body can take so much pain. It could take a lot of pain. But if you're not mentally strong, you could tell yourself, ouch, that hurt. Oh, I'm going to go down. And you will go down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So Muhammad Ali was definitely a great teacher, just reading his story, reading what type of person he was, reading how he went about things, how he told himself he was the greatest, how he came out victorious because of how mentally strong he was. He taught me a lot growing up. And then later on, I started looking at other fighters like Roy Jones Jr. I remember Roy Jones, he was just so fancy to me. I liked that. And then when he got dropped, I cried. Shock of my life.
Yeah, and what I love about Muhammad Ali is he wasn't trying to sell you an image, He was actually standing up for his people, He stood up for something, and that's what I admire about him.
He was a leader. He was definitely a leader. You can't go wrong with that.
Definitely. And with that said, I got to ask you one question I keep asking everybody. I got to get your take on, theoretically, who you think would win a Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather fight.
You know what? I honestly, I think Manny Pacquiao and Floyd are both great fighters. But I don't see Manny winning, only because Manny's offense is pretty much his defense. He is a tremendous offensive fighter, and that's how he takes out his opponents, with his offense. But Mayweather is such a defensive fighter, that's how he wins his fight. So it's kind of like the styles go hand in hand, and it's going to be one of those fights where, you're going to get frustrated because Manny's going to be going in there. He'll throw about 5 shots, but maybe one will land. And then Floyd will be sitting there with his defense, picking his punches and popping them here and there. So I see Floyd winning by a decision because Manny's just too strong-willed. He's got a strong heart, but I see him winning by a decision.
Absolutely. Thanks for sharing your opinion on that. And in closing, do you have any messages to your fans, your supporters, people you want to thank, and invite people to your fight and follow your career?
I want to say thanks to everyone who follows me on Facebook, number one, MySpace, all the internet sites to get a hold of me, and then checks out my personal page at kstar.net. And all the support. I mean, I read everything everyone says, regardless if I respond. I see what they say, and a lot of people say such encouraging things to me, and it makes me realize that doing what I'm doing, the love that I have for boxing, it's being looked at, it's being acknowledged, and it's being, everyone are showing their love and support. So I'd like to say thanks to everyone who does that. And as far as results, I'm going to be keeping in touch while I'm out there on Facebook because that's my only source is internet.
Definitely, Kaliesha, and I appreciate you taking your time out from your busy schedule to talk to me. You're definitely one of the bright spots in boxing in general, not just women's boxing. So we'll definitely talk again and update us with your career and after you win from Peru, all right?
All right, thank you. I'm sorry about this whole weekend being so busy and whatnot.
Hey, you don't have to apologize. I mean, it's how it is, and I appreciate it, actually. Thank you, and you rest up, all right, and have a safe trip.
All right, thank you. Take care.
All right, bye.